Well, hello, model car fans. Welcome to the Muscle Car Modeler. My name is Ral, and I did get quite a bit of time this weekend to really work on my models, but as you can see, I've kind of spread some of them out here, and we'll call this a bench update because I didn't really focus on just one. I've been bouncing around quite a bit here. I guess the main thing I would have to say is it's been engines. That's basically it. It's kind of hard to sit there and not bounce around so much and not get tempted to start another kit theme for this. And I always tell myself that, but there are times where it's like, all right, I'm already painting this color. Why don't I do this one as well? And that's what happened right here with this one. The Gremlin X, I did an update video on the SC Ramblers talking about the engines and decided, well, okay, I'm going to stick with the offering from Johan in there, but since I was going to paint, I might as well paint the 304 that technically is in the Gremlin X. And it's the same color, so I'm like, all right, we'll go ahead and do that. And I had other engines that I'd worked on and painted and primed and was getting ready. So since I really don't have anything to focus on one particular project, as I'll, put some of this stuff away, I just was enjoying the, hot Arizona weather and real calm winds and everything. And some of this is more than just this last weekend, but I've been enjoying the painting atmosphere here. So we'll jump into some of these. And some of these, I picked up from our sponsor, Hobby Nut Models, and they've been sitting on my desk for a while. Some of them I decided, or near my desk, that I keep telling myself I'm going to do this. It's going to be quick, easy. I'm going to just do it a certain way. So some of them is like, all right, I'll work on it in the background. So I don't have to feature every one of my builds. And that's what some of these are. So, shared the Ramblers, but we did get the motors painted. So there they are. Pretty much ready to start doing some of the other stuff to them. But there's a lot of other things to do with those. And I'll do a little bit more on that. But the Gremlin ended up getting, I painted that motor. Its front, it's really going to jump in here. Its front cover and fuel pump and everything. And then the breather tube. And then I separated all the stock parts. Here's the interior. And started playing with that a little bit. The Ramblers, I was going to do some body work to them. So I started working on that. So here's the bodies with the putty on it. So this is to me a polyester putty, and I was getting them ready, and I'm like, these ones require a lot of body work. There's a lot of waves and areas I need to work on, especially along that mold line. And since I got two of them, it's twice the work. So, and then same thing with the trunk lids. So here we go. Sorry, I zoomed it out a little bit, so it's really jumping around on the focus. So So a couple of trunk lids, and I was just having a little fun. Same thing with the primer. So got 3 hoods primed, 3 valance panels and scoops. Now I'm only building 2 of these, but sometimes one comes out a little bit better than the other. So I'm like, well, I was doing the body work to them, so I was messing with the 3 hoods. One of them I completely cut out. The other 2 I left alone because those are black out, and I think it'd be easier just to leave them closed, molded closed the way they were. But I had one that was molded with one of them partially open. So I trimmed them all to see how that would look. So I'll get more on the Ramblers later when I start to focus more on that particular one. But the Coronet RT, I pulled this out. Now there's my convertible build from a long time ago, but this is now the coupe. And I told myself that I plan to make it silver, with the red stripe and the red interior. So pulling out my paints, I went a little crazy. Some silver on that, red interior, painted some black parts, some steel parts, the exhaust and that. So I just started batch painting a bunch of this stuff. So it's gonna progress pretty quickly. Taking your time to set up and film and go through all this stuff can really eat up your time. I also painted its motor. So, and this is the early Chrysler Turquoise, since it's a 68 motor. So, which was the last year before they went to Hemi Orange motors for 69. So this is the correct color for that. So this is, you know, the non-high performance engines, and, you know, a lot of the 68 and older, 69 to, you know, it really depends on the motor. So Mopar's got some rules to that, so it's kind of fun to follow. But got this, the engine painted on this one. So there's a number of engines there. So I'm running out of stands. And then at the same time, my TA, I did take the time, and last time you saw this one, I was mentioning how I was just going to put another coat on the engine. So I did do that, even though I didn't really film it. It's a subtle little thing, but that's over here. Stand that up. Oh, it doesn't want to stand right now. There we go. But that one, you saw me put the decals on it. It's waiting for clear, so that's basically all it is I'll be getting to this. I could have focused strictly on this one, but set up the camera and everything to do the one. I just sort of skipped that. So, where did I leave off? Got a few other things going here, but, oh, I mentioned that. And speaking of this Gremlin X, while I was at it, I did prime this one. And then I decided it's going to be white. So I got the engine compartment ready and sprayed the engine compartment white. And, you know, while I was at it, you know, primed and did the body work to it. So the hood's painted white, ready for pretty much decals and the clear. So this one's coming along faster than I thought. And then here's the body. Same thing. You know, it didn't really need much body work, really. There's a couple of mold lines right up here I had to take care of on both sides, kind of around the back. A couple of spots where it was the sprues had attached to the body that I had to clean up. But, you know, I got the body shot in white. There's a piece right here. I got to clean that up, take that piece of lint off. But, you know, there's a small area to touch up. And I'll put the blue stripes on it. I'll paint the back end blue. And so this is going to have blue interior, blue stripes, white body, and the black chassis and everything with the different color blue engine. So we'll see how that color blue goes with the stripes, or what other blue I end up using. But this is one that I didn't plan on doing or working on. But I was just looking it over and going, this really doesn't need much work. Don't remember how much work I did to it before, other than just some assembly and playing with it. So this is another one that was not planned to be on my desk right away, but I got kind of excited about doing it. And kind of the same with this one. Primed it, and the body doesn't really need a whole lot of work to it, and shot some of the silver on it. And the silver on this is kind of difficult to deal with for some reason. I had this problem before where the silver flake is pretty heavy and it dries too fast, so I gotta smooth it out, sand it down, smooth it out, and do another coat. And then like the final coat, I'll overly thin it and spray it so it's really thin. And that's where, you know, it'll spray. But that's when I only have it when it's doing this. And you can see it's tiger striping when you look at it, and gloss and dull. But this is really the first coat of silver, but after I've scuffed it and sanded it and smoothed it back out. So it'll get another coat of silver. Unlike the chassis, which I didn't scuff that, so that's really got the flake to it, so you can kind of see the flake. But you know, the underside of the car, I'm just going to leave it the way it is here, and then do the blackouts and what I need to do. And then I did the whole engine compartment and those parts. So there's that. Got the firewall right here, or not firewall, radiator support with the radiator. This is the firewall right here. That's done and ready. But I pulled out my other one just to see how all this stuff fit together and how it displays under the car. So I knew some of this interior is going to show, so I had to make sure I painted the underside of the interior silver and not leave it white. But the chassis snugs up real tight against everything else and hides everything. Last one that I've kind of been working on, but I'm not too eager, only because I'm worried about pushing myself and rushing myself, is this one. This is my chassis of that funny car, Javelin, the 70 Javelin funny car. So I painted, you know, obviously this is all painted blue. The top half of the roll cage is painted blue. Here's the aluminum tin for the seat. So this goes here, and then this will go on top of here, creating the cage and everything. So that's pretty much ready to start putting together. And I get some detail painting, but since I stripped the chrome off of it, I definitely going to need to paint those shocks a little bit better and make them look nicer. And I will do that, and then paint the front cover of the engine aluminum, and the braces there, leave the bars blue. So there's a lot of detail painting to go. But I decided, you know, the original builder painted the rear axle red, drive shaft red, and engine transmission red. So I did all that just like that too, and it appears kind of that way in some of the pictures. So, and then I gloss coated this as well. So another AMC motor, you know, even though they wouldn't have came red, but this is a funny car, so it's funny. So now I'm ready to build this motor, start detailing this chassis, and start putting that setup together. But, you know, I'm just taking my sweet time with this one and kind of enjoying it, but do a little bit at a time as I get a little nervous. So I'm ready to put some motors together, really. So what does that equate to? There's one orange one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 motors that I've just recently painted. And maybe there's another one around here, but so that's a good bulk of my painting. Got a lot of detail painting to do. I'll do the same to this. I'll separate some of the stuff, but I started to assemble, like the seats are assembled, the tray is assembled to the dash, transmission's assembled, both halves, rear seats assembled. So a lot of stuff here to start detailing too, but this is one that, you know, again, wasn't planning on doing this one, but I'll do a lot of the bulk painting to this one, and then some bulk painting to some of those. And I got a couple others too. I'm not just playing with like one little thing. For some reason, I've been bouncing around and not focusing on one particular build. I got a couple more under my desk here, but I'll show you those later. But I did play with them a little bit also. More Mopars. It seems like right now, everything on my desk is either, you know, a Mopar or an AMC. So I go back and forth on whether. I've always just kind of included the AMCs with Mopar since AMC was purchased by Chrysler Mopar, but a lot of times I always think about them because in the time they were competitors, so I've always thought of them that way as a competitor, as the fourth one, and not really Mopar, because I like to think about it in period when they were a competitor. But I do openly embrace them as part of the Mopar family, even though, you know, the truth of the matter is Mopar bought them for Jeep and just killed off AMC. So that's the harsh truth. But I do love the AMCs, and, you know, the fact that they were, you know, doing what they did with what they could. So that to me is part of the story that's so much fun. So what do I got on the table here when it comes to AMCs and Mopar? I got what, four AMCs and 2 Mopars. So the 6 that are on my desk here, and then the 2 under my desk, I'll tell you that I didn't show you that I've been playing with. Also a pair of Mopars. So 4 Mopars and 4 AMCs right now. Lots of that going on. But anyways, you guys, I'll cut it right there and continue on playing here. But I figured I'd give you a bench update, show you what's going on, and see how the sound goes on this particular video. Because last couple I've been trying these new microphones, and they've quality seems to go out, and I've had them die on me too, so I had to redo some of those videos. I left them out this time to see how it goes and let the iPhone do on its own recording. So anyways, you guys, thank you for tuning in, subscribing, all your comments, likes, shares, and subscribes. I really do appreciate it. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you next time.